Hello, and welcome to my TED Talk, apparently. It's 2022. No, it's not. Apparently, I have no thoughts in my brain. It's 2023. I've decided this year is the year of the hobby for me. Now, I have passion for a lot of things, but I am a novice at pretty much everything. And one of those things that I have passion for is home decor. And because of the place of life that I'm in, home decor on a budget. Home decor on a budget means DIY projects. This is the most cringy thing I've ever done, but I thought it would be fun to take you along with me because I see so many videos on YouTube doing, baking or DIY projects, and everyone is so good at it. And I don't know about you, but when I do these things, they don't always go to plan. And sometimes the best way to learn is to see things going wrong rather than to see things going well. So I just figured I would bring you along with me on this journey and hopefully see me get better at these things. We'll see. The first DIY project that I want to do is spackle art. So I made this spackle art when we first moved in, and I like how it turned out. For the first one I've ever done, and for it to be such a big one, I think it turned out pretty good. It went through a lot of stages. So at first it was just white, then I painted it all tan, then I ended up adding the stripes. And I really like how it turned out, although I do still think it's a little small for the space, and I do think that I hung it a little too high, but overall I like how it turned out, and it was really fun to do it. So today's task is I want to do another spackle art, but I want to do it for our guest bathroom. So this is the guest bathroom as it is right now. Love the shower curtain, but let's be honest, call me old-fashioned, just doesn't make any sense for a bathroom. Like, this should be in a kitchen, this should be in a bar cart, but I hung it there just because it matched color-wise and just to have something there in the meantime. I was thinking that this would be another great space to have a spackle art rather than, this random bar cart thing. And is to try and match one of the colors in the shower curtain. I really like this kind of like burnt orangey, almost like mustardy color. And that's kind of what's being picked up in this as well. So I might use that as an accent color. I think that the beige in the shower curtain might also be nice to pick up on. It's not the main color, and I don't want the spackle art to be too like matchy-matchy with the shower curtain, but I do want it to match. Maybe I'll go with beige. It seems like in this house, all things for me lead to beige, so why stop now? I already have some of the supplies. I have some tools that I used for the first spackle art. And then I ordered some spackle, but look at this. Look how tiny it is. It's so cute. I love it because I love small things, but I don't think this is gonna be enough. But luckily I have some spackle left over from the first one that I did. It's a little dry already, but we're just gonna have to make it work. I think both of these spackles will be enough, but we may have to just like do the best we can. We're always doing the best we can. But what I still need to get is I need to get a canvas, which I'm gonna get a canvas similar size to the piece of art that's in there. I keep looking at my face. I need to be looking at the camera. How do people not look at their face? Or maybe I'm just obsessed with myself. And I also want to pick out a paint color. Why do I need a paint color? To paint. I can't talk. So let's go to Michael's. I can't do that.
Okay, what do you say?
Stop.
What are we getting right now? All right.
I had full intention of filming in there, but like, it was paralyzing. I didn't even want anyone seeing me hold the camera, let alone point the camera, let alone point it at my own face. If you have ever filmed in public or you do it on a regular basis, I have such a higher respect for you. I always knew it was like a ballsy thing to do, but like, wow. Even in the car right now, I'm like holding it low. Thank you, Miles, for coming with me and attempting to do that, but I'm just not ready. Okay, I'll do my haul now because I was too scared to show you what I was doing inside the store. Okay, so I got this golden brown paint that I think will match the tan, but I also didn't know if it was too dark, so then I got this beige, but this looks too light, so we'll see. But then I found this raw sienna that really matches one of the darker red colors. So I think one of the three will work. And then I just got some cups. And then I also got, this is an 18 by 24 canvas. Oh, and we also got warheads. So I was thinking, I really like the spackle arts that I've seen on TikTok where it's kind of squares and they go like up this, ooh, should this be an ASMR video? So I'll put in a video, I've seen them on TikTok of like, they'll put the spackle this way, then this way, then this way. But because my shower curtain is so curved with circles, I feel like doing squares and then having circles in the thing, it just doesn't match. So I think I'm gonna do more of like, maybe making small circles. So for step one, I'm going to just cover the whole canvas with spackle, and then after it's all covered, I'm gonna start making a design. So the spackle starts off as this pink color, and then as it dries, it'll turn white. Let's begin. Okay, so I just finished spreading all the spackle around. I just kind of wanted to see how far this little tube would get me. And it pretty much covered the whole thing. And I think I'm gonna see what kind of design I can do with just this amount of spackle. I don't want it to be too clumpy, but I do have that extra one if I need it. But just so you guys know, this is an 8 fluid ounce. It's dry deck spackling. And I just got it on Amazon. I'll put the link below to the specific one I got. This 8 ounce one pretty much covered, this is an 18 by 24 canvas. So just so you know, in case you wanna do this yourself. So now I'm gonna start actually trying to make a design from this. My goal is to try and make like a curved circular design rather than my other one that was kind of sporadic and looking exactly how this one is now. Clearly I have a style, but I wanna try and do a different style that's mainly circular curve to match the curves of the shower curtain. So let's see if I can attempt this.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.
Let me talk you through just what I'm thinking here. I think if I do a lot of these smaller circles and overlap them, it could look really cool.
Whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself.
Now there always comes a time with this where it's like, when do you stop? Because I could keep going doing circles like this for like the next 10 hours. Taking a step back to look at it, I just really like how it's looking right now. And I just think, honestly, this turned out pretty cool. I've only been doing this for about like 18 minutes. And you can already kind of see that this is turning to a lighter pink, which means it's drying. But it is very, very forgiving. So I could still be messing around like this for a while. So don't feel like you have to rush and do it immediately right away and that it's gonna dry on you. And there were so many circles, I'm sure you could see that I did it once, didn't like it, redid it, and it was forgiving. A lot of this is trial and error. You can see at the beginning of the time lapse, my first idea was to kind of do longer curved strokes. And then just by accident, I did a smaller circle and I really liked that and ended up going with it. even though this is only my second time doing this, I don't think there are many ways I could have messed this up. So it's a great craft for me, you know, and it could be a great craft for you too. This was honestly really fun. Even if this turns out horribly horrible and I don't end up hanging it, I think this still turned out to be a great, you know, afternoon, and I had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun showing you guys how to do it. Next step is to let this dry, and I will come back tomorrow, show you what it looks like when it's completely dry and completely white, and, you know, then we will attempt to paint. Thank you. Okay, it's the next day. The spackle has dried completely, and I'm honestly kind of loving how it turned out, and I love how it looks plain. So I hung it up just to see if I want to leave it just plain. Let's see. So this is what it looks like, all completely dry, and it's just white. And I think it looks like so chic. Like, I don't know, I feel like it looks so sophisticated. I love the plainness of it, and honestly I'm a little nervous that paint is gonna ruin it a little bit, because I really love how it is now, but then when I look at the bathroom as a whole, I don't know, it just doesn't add anything with the shower curtain. I don't know what to do, because I love how it looks right now, but it doesn't feel complete, and okay, here's what I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with the fact that, like, on its own, to me it seems complete, but then when I bring it into this space, it doesn't really add much to the space, and honestly, I'm not sure if it goes. So what I'm thinking, and we'll see if I'm gonna be able to pull this off, but I have this warm sienna. Let me see if this will focus. Okay, here we go. We have this color raw sienna, and it's pretty much, like, it's a pretty spot on match for the colors in the shower curtain. And I'm wondering if I use this and just kind of like add a few swipes, and I'm thinking if I take a paintbrush and just like swipe around the edge of the texture and do like another swipe and just keep it very, very minimal, then just that little bit of color will tie it back in and make it seem like it's like for this space. Okay, now that I have this little setup, I'm wondering if I should do like a swipe of all three of these.
Yeah.
I was talking to the camera.
Oh.
But then part of me is thinking that it's gonna look more sophisticated with just one color in a few spots. So I'm gonna start off with this color and just go for it and see what happens. I'm stressed. Here we go. Oh, I'm second guessing everything. The key to art is you just need to do it confidently. You just need to go for it, and if it's messy, then it'll look messy on purpose. It's when you start getting a wobbly hand that things get out of control. Ugh. I don't know if I like that. Okay. Deep breaths. All right. I also should have figured out what's the top and the bottom probably before doing this. I'm gonna do this little one. Kind of hate that. Guys, I think I'm destroying this. So at this point, I'm just gonna go for it. Is this the ugliest thing to exist, or is this good? I honestly don't know how to feel about what just happened. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna hang it up in the bathroom and see how I feel. And maybe we'll add another color. This is the part where we just need to trust the process and understand that we're learning, you know? Like, not everything turns out how we think it's gonna turn out, and that's okay. And, you know, maybe I'll hang this up and it's gonna be better than I ever imagined. So, we'll see. Okay, after much deliberation, I think I'm gonna add this golden brown. Right now, I think it looks cool, but I'm also worried that it looks a little unfinished. So, I'm just gonna try and add this and see what happens.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
Okay, I think that helps fill the space a little bit. I think it's gonna give it a little extra dimension just because of the two colors. Oh, should I do this third now? See, I knew adding 1, I would then think, should I add 3? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's all off the rails now. It's all off the rails. Last color. I'm hoping this will bring, you know, some lightness into it. At this point, it's just, we're on this train, you know? We're on this train and we're just going for it. Okay, immediately love that. Immediately love that.
You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh. But I don't
Listen, I've got to stop fighting this, but when in doubt, beige. When in doubt, beige. This is actually like really coming together. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Put the paintbrush down. Okay, this is what I'm considering the finished product. Does it match the bathroom? I still don't know, but I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna let this dry and then I will reveal the final product soon. Now this is the final look. Listen, I'll be honest, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't even know if it matches, to be honest. But as an individual item, I think it looks really cool. Yes, it looks a little bit like an art project, but I really believe if this ended up on the shelf at HomeGoods, someone would buy this. I also just wanted to say that while this was drying, I started editing the video. I put in that TikTok that you saw earlier, and I realized that this is called plaster art. The whole video, I was calling this spackle art. Now, I don't know if those two terms are interchangeable. Plaster, spackle, I have no idea. So I may have sounded like an idiot this entire video, calling it spackle art. Ugh, the focus!
Got it. This is the best channel on YouTube.
But you gotta stand out somehow. Because, you know, on other channels, sure, they do plaster art. But here on this channel, this is the only place that you can find a tutorial on spackle art. And for that, I'm proud. So I think I'm gonna close it out there for the spackle plaster DIY bathroom tutorial. I'll be honest, by the end of this video, I think I hate this shower curtain. After all this, I may just completely redesign this bathroom. But that's what's good about home decor, is you can always change it. You might like something at one time of your life and then you can completely change it and try out new things, and that's why it's so fun. Thank you for following along with me. If you made it to the end of this video, let's be friends, because thank you. Thank you for doing that. I'm gonna be putting out more videos, so subscribe so you know when they're up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Baby,